god, mushroom creatures. Yep! What's over there? What did I stumble upon? Stay away, you nasty mushrooms. Person seems to be in trouble. We gotta help. Oh, great. Did I stumble upon a story quest?
Make my escape. Ha, ha, cha. By royal decree.
There we go. Finally got it. Oh, you're a big help. Thanks. I'm a forest watcher. As for my name, it's Rana. Okay. Paimon. We're from a different nation. You're dressed like the inhabitants of a forest, nor do you look like you're from the desert. But your clothes do have good breathability and suitable for traveling Sumeru. Okay, this is the Arara World Quest. Shishik no Tignari, right? Kalai? Have you met that kid? Kalai isn't very good. The longest world quest chain in this game by far that I told you a while back. Oh god, I accidentally opened up that can of worms, didn't I? These are the short three seeing you're the one with the fluffy ears, should be fine. Ears? Talking about Tignari? You know Tignari? Tignari being approachable, but she's actually really good care. His ears are gorgeous. Everyone really wants to touch them. Glossy Paimon could do it super stealthily. Make Tignari angry. Forest watchers usually protect the forest, assist travelers, and provide guidance to you. Notice the forest has been less than ideal. The fungi and the beasts have been growing aggressive. Then there's the withering. Uh-oh. What? I don't think it's Minecraft related, but anything called the withering, I really wonder why it's called that. We're gonna escort you both by patrol route. Sure, let's go. But I have a few other things to take care of. I'll wait for you there to stay safe. Oh god. Oh god. I stumbled upon a world quest that never seems to want to end. Ah! And it rained.
I was thinking all night about what happened with Kale.
Why?
I still can't figure out what the problem might be.
Oh
Maybe
god.
she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Given that it's raining right now,
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Did it literally just stop raining?
Huh? TIGHNARI, what are you doing here? Where's Kale?
It got sunny in less than a couple seconds. My god, the weather is so screwed up in this game.
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Why? Is it because Paimon tried to touch her? Or is she, like, nervous and that somehow had an effect on her physical condition? Or what? Why?
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
Or maybe it's because it's another reason.
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time.
Okay, it's not a fear of touch or something, so it was something like a long time coming.
Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
In other words, she got so overly excited, she got herself so excited she got sick out of it.
So, TIGHNARI, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere.
Fine. And it stopped raining again.
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we?
Yes.
To be honest, I hadn't realized you were that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
Wait. How? Like, Kale only knows... Like, I know Kale has been in touch with Amber through the letters and everything, but how does Amber know about our activity in Liyue and Inazuma? That's the biggest question.
So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because Kale asked me to.
What?
And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you.
So, Kale wanted to ask TIGHNARI to let us know because she couldn't handle it herself?
But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend.
So, TIGHNARI, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
We asked for the second time.
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
What is Elazar?
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body.
Why does it happen?
At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
What?
In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
What?
That sounds terrifying.
They lose all control of their body?
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier?
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
Is there a cure?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar.
Dang, but will we find a cure? Is it possible?
Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
This is why you gotta root out the liars.
What? The Fatui?
Yeah, because they lied.
It appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation.
Yeah, why are you surprised at that point? You knew about our endeavors in Liyue and Inazuma, and possibly Mondstadt. And if our endeavors in Mondstadt, Liyue, and Inazuma would have involved the Fatui, how could you have overlooked a detail like that?
Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
Oh, God. Dottore? No, I can't remember which one. I know Signora, Dottore, and Child as, like, the only harbingers. I know there's, like, 11 or 13 of them. Haven't memorized all of them. I know Child's the weakest. Signora's sort of like the semi above Child, but not quite. So, I don't know the Doctor. I'm pretty sure Patrick will have to fill in everybody here.
I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them.
I don't know who the Doctor is. The Doctor was mentioned in Child's story quest. Was it Dottore, the one who made all the, or had that factory of the Ruin Guards? I think. You want to put in a flashback there, Patrick?
Flashback.
What is this place? And how do you know about it?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottore's research facilities. Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
So maybe one of his research subjects got loose?
Huh? So the Ruin Guards are built by the Fatui?
Weren't they around a lot longer than the Fatui? You've seen Dottore in the teaser you watched. Barely. I can barely remember. I bet you don't remember who he is. No! No! Dear God.
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone else's. We just do research, nothing more. As to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing around with them and has lost interest in this place.
Just let me say that you'll be meeting him soon. Oh God, and another good reason why I had to prepare well before advance.
Wow, yet another harbinger with a bad attitude.
End of flashback.
However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant.
Let me guess. The Fatui wanted to get information out of her?
Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
So there was a touching phobia the whole time there, and he was teased in that one video you watched, yeah. So there was a type of phobia going on, and somehow Paimon triggered it when Paimon went all weird.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
So she was a little bit scared and couldn't overwhelm everybody with the details.
She doesn't need to apologize.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that would heavily hinge on whether Paimon is not going to be pissed off and try the Paimonia, or whatever the hell it's called again.
Don't worry, Tighnari. We'll take good care of her.
Yeah, well, that means Paimon's gonna fall in line. How's Kale's condition?
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the Forest Rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us.
Maybe she hoped that her work as a forest ranger would help her to find a cure? Maybe?
Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
It's almost like I feel, I don't know, if I was to explain this in short, it's almost like she's a cancer patient. I don't know, maybe because I went through cancer and I deal with stamina issues here and there, and I always try to take workout supplements to try to get over whatever that is. It's not easy trying to hold your own when you've dealt with an illness for some time and you've recovered from it, so I kind of get where that's come from.
Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Now you're going to assume it's like, wait, we're coming along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
Are we gonna get gassed out by another drug again?
No problemo.
Says Paimon, who probably doesn't know a lick of Spanish.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Is it gonna gas us out again? Or at least the Traveler?
Hey, Tighnari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Pala Lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Here. That's why I had to jump to the...
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Pala Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species.
Can I break this?
Take the
Break this.
calculata, for example.
Break this.
The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And
Boom!
there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, come on!
Oh. Huh. Okay then.
Oh, it,
Move to Byward. Never bring up the topic of flowers with TIGHNARI.
come on. No.
There should be Nilode Pala lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching.
We can cover more ground by splitting up, cliché.
If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient.
Fine.
We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Fine. And what are you gonna do if I get the needed amount? Huh? Collect fresh Nilopitala. This? The Lotus. I think that's a... I think I've seen this before when I unlocked TIGHNARI. That's like a thing... That's like an ascension thing. Now, of course, I'd have to be collecting this ascension item. Where? Here?
Alright, we've gathered enough Nilode Pala lotuses. Let's head back to meet TIGHNARI.
Okay.
Hey TIGHNARI, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me have a look. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
You're very convenient. I should get you to work for me a lot more.
Hey, TIGHNARI!
Who? It sounds like they're close by, but they're actually really far away, whoever Emir is.
Oh, TIGHNARI, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Obvious statement is obvious, and the fact that you are saying they're dressed like a forest ranger is also another obvious statement is obvious.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back? Let's go find out what's going on.
Okay. Okay. And then walk all the way over there. And then we actually have to walk all the way over there. Oh, God.
TIGHNARI, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
Why did you come back?
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
Okay. I would ask what a withering zone is, but then again, I also want to ask, why is there a withering zone?
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared. Can you tell me the exact...
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quick...
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right...
Wait, TIGHNARI, why don't you let us help you?
We have visions, or at least a traveler can somehow use elements without a vision, considering the fact that you knew all the endeavors and leeway in Azuma and Mondstadt.
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands.
True, but TIGHNARI knows that we are able to summon elements without a vision.
There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
And how is it going to affect the traveler?
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
Yeah, but you know the traveler's endeavors in Leeway, Mondstadt, and Inazuma. So why... You would know about the ability to conjure elements, and yet you're overlooking that, or you pretend not to know? Or maybe Collei has not mentioned something like that.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a range. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
I can also
But
control the
you don't
elements.
seem to carry a vision.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of an in-betweener. I ride the fence.
Don't worry, she may not have a but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
Considering the fact that I was able to get up to Electro, but then again...
Seems the rumors about you were true then. In that case, alright. You two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the Withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville.
And speaking of, that also reminds me, I can use a Traveler to get Dendro. God, now that I remember. Here... Resonate with Dendro. Bronze trophy, the essence of Flora. Now my character can use Dendro. Ooh. Interesting. But I don't know how exactly it works. But I'll work with it! Though even I have some respect for vegetation in this case.
Stop.
Yep.
Don't move any further. Look there.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even... Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the Withering.
I don't think anybody has summoned the Wither. But in this case, I really wonder who did summon the Withering.
Alright, Traveler. We're gonna have to enter that Withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the Withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
I really wonder if the developers within Hoyoverse knew about Minecraft.
Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. Even
Fine.
with elemental powers, once you step inside the Withering zone, you may experience... You ready then? Let's go.
Damn it. I got Dendro. I'm pretty sure that'll negate some
First,
effect.
we must locate any branches sustaining the Withering zone.
Summon Dendrogram. What is this? I hit this thing.
Scatter!
And break. Okay. I need to kill this
Leave it all to me.
fast. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's use charge attack on the flowers. Okay. But I gotta kill this thing? Okay, charged attack or aims. Okay, so in other words, I gotta... I probably need Amber for a second. Get the Dendrogana. Okay. There we go. The Dendrogana when attacking, charge attack. Nice! Nice! Get over here, you. I need it. Smack you harder. There we go. Crap! Out of stamina. And out of Dendrogana. Okay, get back there. And try again. Crap! Okay, this big flower, you can't destroy them when you take out the mini flowers. Damn it. Alright, fine. Destroy the mini ones. There we go. There we go, got the mini flower. Follow the red lines, lead you to follow them. Alright, fine. Let me get some extra Dendrogana going. Got you.
Now that all the branches have been cleared,
There.
we need to take care of the tumor.
Okay, I've dealt with tumors before. At least one. And they are, too pretty to deal with. 1, 2. Ah, dang it! Accumulation. Oh, crap. You gotta kill that giant mushroom first. Ah, damn it.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Okay! Damn it.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Crap. Oh, crap. Crap.
Nice and spicy. Propagate.
Come on, don't get hit, don't get hit. Only the giant one. Fine. 1 second.
Scatter.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Hey, Boba, get them. Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Crap! Corruption! Accumulated. There we go. Oh. Oh, crap! Okay, now I can deal with the big flower. You don't attack it. Then what do I do? How do I get rid of it? There should be an option to just destroy it. Okay. Well, it's not giving me that option, so now what? Am I missing a flower, or I gotta kill everything? Maybe you need to kill everything first for this one.
Time to clean up.
Okay.
A few moments later.
Now! Destroy the tumor of the withering!
Alright. Give me a second to get over there. You gotta kill everything first. There we go!
We did it!
Every traveler is the best traveler so far.
Now.
Okay. Yes, it did. I gotta remember a lot of this before I have to go to another withering.
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Yeah, now are you gonna let us go to the other areas and stop doubting our abilities?
TIGHNARI? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
Because TIGHNARI is wondering if we're gonna fall apart like Colette did, because I assume we somehow remind TIGHNARI we're somehow related to Colette in that it's just, there's a similarity. TIGHNARI sees a traveler like Colette as inexperienced because similarities.
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears.
Why do they keep reappearing?
If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself.
Why are they coming back? What's creating them? And what do we do about the lasting effects?
For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife and, most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? Well, why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Is there no way we can find a cure?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world.
Kind of like the depths of leeway within the chasm, way below its roots.
Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No, and even if I could, not off the top of my head, so no.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards.
So what?
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Oh, eh. Spreading and extending a massive cavern sounds like consciousness in the cave.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day.
So that's why Sumeru is the nation of wisdom, in a way, because it collects stuff off the ley lines. It collects information, memories, spirits, and everything from the ley lines, and it gets rooted to Sumeru.
The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul.
In other words, the Dendro Archon is sort of like a manifestation of all the things collected from the ley lines and all the experiences from everywhere else.
And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
So Irminsul is sick.
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things...
Fine! Now we get to go to the city. Or no, not the city. Gandharva Hell. There we go. Made it.
Oh, TIGHNARI, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. Huh? Wait, is that?
It's a frickin' dinosaur toucan.
Oh no. Hypatia!
What?
Huh? What's wrong, TIGHNARI?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
So, that weird toucan-looking, rooster-headed bird is a crisis bird?
Oh, her?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes. Allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation.
So let me guess, she didn't come out of whatever that was?
She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
So, in other words, we gotta bring food to a person who overstayed on a meditation.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that.
Yeah, well, if this has happened before, why are you surprised now? Why couldn't you just told her to prepare for something like this just in case?
Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to... I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations?
Yes!
Let's find out. Here, traveler. Take a smell and see.
Let's see if you're gonna pass out.
So, how do you feel?
No unusual feelings this time.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy?
So in other words, I assume whatever TIGHNARI's holding is a minor version of the instance that Hypatia's... God, I can't remember the name. Whatever Hypatia's going through. So we have to be able to get close to her without passing out again. So now that we can handle a smaller version of this, we can handle that instance again.
Wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, TIGHNARI?
Because she developed a tolerance over time.
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine.
What?
And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious?
What I saw in the hallucinations, were they?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
I'm not sorry for holding the truth from you, so take it as it is.
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Teyvat.
Okay. Did we somehow see a vision that's brought up through the ley lines and channeled into the incense that the traveler saw? Did we see something that's been funneled up through all that?
My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru.
You could be... Even though... What? Did we just witness the end of Sumeru through that vision?
Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
After dealing with one or two things easily, without much support and confidence in myself, I can fully say I'm confident in you because I don't need to see experience, blah blah blah. I trust you without any question whatsoever.
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself.
Yeah.
I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneo are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
Am I gonna have to get into some more drugs? Is that the whole thing here? The solution to drug problems are more drugs?
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
Oh god. I feel... I as much as this question is valid, I'm pretty sure it ignores, like, are we gonna have to get into some drugs?
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others.
That could explain that.
Please, wait here for a moment.
Yeah, so I can give you drugs to take with you on your journey, so you can go on a spiritual adventure. We've gone full Mario this time! Ladies and gentlemen, we've gone full Mario! We've gotten into drugs! And that bird looks like it's seen some things. And it's off to see some more things. I wonder why that bird left.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have.
I bet the letter is like, I know you're doing meditation, and you kind of done something like this before, but kind of don't screw up again and expect us to send more people after you. Signed, TIGHNARI.
No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these...
Okay. Stop going on meditation, exercises, and having us to send people to go after you. Love, TIGHNARI.